Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is International Islamic University, Islamabad Schools, Sahiwal Campus online lectures. This is grade 7 English lecture for unit number 3, families, and the name of this unit is Pull Your Weight. We have done the listening and speaking part from unit number 3 and reading of the lesson, and in this lecture we will move forward towards the exercise, and this is second lecture given to you for English grade 7. In this lecture we will cover the topic of questions and answers. Then we will move towards the next section of exercise from language portion, which is sentence structure, and the last topic we are going to cover in this lesson is complements. Okay, so as you need to write down the questions and answers in your notebook, so first of all you have to prepare index with date, serial number and the topic. Before we begin this lesson, make sure that you have your English students book, workbook and your English classwork notebook and complete stationery with you. When you need to write down anything on your book or workbook, you write it down with the lead pencil, and when you need to write down anything on your book, your classwork or homework notebook, you write it down with the blue ink pen, and you write down the statements, exercise statements with the blue marker. I hope you are listening all your lectures very carefully and attentively, and you already know that if you need to ask anything, you can send a WhatsApp voice note, questions and their answers. Please open your English students book, page number 27, where the questions are given here. For the questions, there are two types of exercises, 1A and 1B. Question number 1 on page number 27 is, when is Auntie Nida coming to visit? When is Auntie Nida coming to visit? In the first paragraph, Mummy told them that Auntie Nida is coming to visit them. When did she mention? She said that. Okay, come to the first paragraph where Mummy is giving them the news of Auntie Nida's arrival here. I've just heard from your Auntie Nida in London. She has got some time off next week. So this line tells us that Auntie Nida will have to come the next week. Write down the question with blue marker and its answer with blue ink pen, and the answer is Auntie Nida is coming to visit the following week. Following week means the next week this story happened. इस story के happen होने के next week. Question number 2 is, what is first job Khadija will have to do? Okay, in this lesson, in the beginning, we came to know that Auntie Nida is going to live in Khadija's room. So first of all, Khadija has to tidy her room up and clean the mess from her room, because Auntie Nida has to live there. So Khadija's first job, Khadija will have to clean her room. Question number 3 is, explain in your own words, strewn across the floor. What does this phrase mean? It means lying untidily on the floor. Question number 4 is, what kind of work will both children have to do? They will have to do housework, cleaning and cooking. Question number 5 is, how does Jabbar feel about this? Jabbar is not happy. Question number 6 is, why does Jabbar's mother get impatient with him? Because Jabbar continuously keeps complaining. Jabbar बार बार अपनी मदर के साथ आर्ग्यू करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और लेम एक्सक्यूजेस बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इसलिए उनकी मदर कहती हैं कि आई एम गेटिंग इम्पेशेंट विथ यू. Are you writing all these questions and answer in your notebook? That's good. Next exercise is 1B. The questions are here to be discussed, and we all can give our own answers for these questions. First question is, do you think the children usually help around the house? Find evidence in the text to support your answer. Okay, what the question is actually, क्वेश्चन ये है कि आपको लगता है कि जो बच्चे हैं वो अपने घर में हेल्प आउट करते हैं घर के कामों में, और हमने अपने इस आंसर के सपोर्ट के लिए इस टेक्स्ट में से, इस स्टोरी में से एक एविडेंस ढूंढना है. ओके, फ्रॉम अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस स्टोरी द आंसर इज़ नो. इफ़ दे डिड, मम्मी वुड नॉट हैव टू आस्क फॉर हेल्प एंड गिव एडवांस वार्निंग अबाउट देयर टेलीविज़न व्यूइंग. हमें इस टेक्स्ट से ये पता चल रहा है कि जो खदीजा और जब्बार हैं वो घर में बिल्कुल भी अपनी मम्मी की हेल्प आउट नहीं करते, और हाउस होल्ड वर्क्स में वो बिल्कुल भी अपनी मम्मी को हेल्प आउट रूटीन में वो नहीं करते. अगर वो करते होते तो मम्मी को उन्हें बार बार उनकी ड्यूटीज़ असाइन ना करनी पड़ती और उन्हें बार बार वॉर ना करना पड़ता. Question number 2 is, why does the children's mother want them to learn to cook? Do you agree with her, and why? Okay, first of all, here mummy already have told that she wants both of them to learn everything, that how to live alone in a house. Suppose if their mom goes somewhere or they have to go somewhere, they should know everything and they should learn every household work, that how to do cooking and how to do any work at house, so that they can help and then to be able to take care of themselves when they begin to live on their own. We agree because it is a good thing. Okay, here were the questions and their answers. Now come to page number 28. Language matters. The first topic is sentence structure. Dear grade 7 students, you already know about the parts of a sentence, which are sentence must have a subject and a verb. The subject of sentence performs the action. For example, Auntie Nida is coming. In this sentence, Auntie Nida is a subject and is coming is verb. Okay, actually subject is any noun or a pronoun that does the action, that is action doer. Many sentences also have an object. The object of sentence receives the action. For example, Auntie Nida wrote a letter. Aunt Nida is subject, wrote is a verb, and a letter is object. On page number 28, the question number 1 is, copy and complete the table. Remember that not all sentences have an object. हमने क्या करना है, हमने एक टेबल बनाना है जिसमें सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब एंड ऑब्जेक्ट को सेपरेट करना है. यू कैन डू दिस ऑन योर इंग्लिश क्लास वर्क नोटबुक. Your table will have 3 columns. First column for subject, second for verb, and third for object. And remember that not every sentence has an object in it. First sentence is, Mrs. Sabi read out the letter. Mrs. Sabi. Mrs. Sabi is the subject. Read out is the verb. A letter is an object. Sentence number 2 is, Khadija has the biggest bedroom. Khadija is the subject. Has is a verb. And in this sentence there is the object bedroom. Third sentence is, Mrs. Sabi felt annoyed. Mrs. Sabi is subject. Felt annoyed is a verb. And there is no any object in this sentence. Sentence number 4 is, Khadija tidied her room. Khadija is subject, tidied is a verb, and her room is an object. Sentence number 5 is, Jabbar was worried about the exams. Jabbar is subject, worried is verb, his exams is the object. Sentence number 6 is, both children helped their mother. Both children is the subject, helped verb, their mother is the object. Sentence number 7 is, Jabbar is not good at cooking. Jabbar is subject, is a verb here. Sentence number 8 is Mrs. Sabi answered her sister's letter. Mrs. Sabi is subject, answered is verb, and letter is object here. Sentence number 9 is everyone worked very hard. Subject is everyone and the verb is worked. There is no any object in this sentence. Sentence number 10 is Aunt Nida arrived on Tuesday. Aunt Nida is subject, arrived is the verb, and there is again no any object in this sentence here. On page number 28, there is another topic from language portion, which is complements. The verb to be is not followed by an object, it is followed by a complement. Dear grade 7 students, verb is an action word, and when in any sentence there is no any action word, there are some words that are behaving as the verb, which are called verb to be. For example, in the previous exercise, in sentence number 7, I told that is a verb here, but is not any action word. It is behaving like a verb here. So this is called helping verb or verb to be. In a sentence where there is an actual action happening, there is an object, but when there is no any actual verb, any actual action, but there is any verb to be, it has the complement instead of object. जिस sentence में verb की बजाय verb to be होते हैं, उसमें object नहीं होता, complement होता है. The complement can be an adjective or a noun. For example, Mrs. Sabi was disappointed. Mrs. Sabi is subject, was is help to be, verb to be or helping verb or acting like a verb. Disappointed is a complement. अब यहाँ पे ये कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है, कोई ऐसा नाउन प्रोनाउन नहीं है जिस पे एक्शन परफॉर्म हो रहा है, बल्कि ये क्या है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट है. On page number 28, let's come to the exercise number 2, which is are the underlined words object or the complements. हमने ये बताना है कि जो अंडरलाइन वर्ड्स हैं वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं या कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स हैं. दिस एक्सरसाइज कैन बी डन ऑन योर बुक. You will just have to write down C in front of the complement and O in front of the object. First sentence is she told everyone about her aunt's visit. She told everyone. In this sentence, told is the verb, an action word, and everyone is the object. So everyone is an object. Write down O in front of first sentence. Sentence number 2 is Aunt Nida is Mrs. Sabi's sister. Aunt Nida is Mr. Sabi's sister. Here in this sentence there is no any action word, but the verb to be is. So Mrs. Sabi's sister is a complement. Write down C in front of this sentence. Sentence number 3 is Khadija tidied the mess in her room. Khadija tidied the mess. Tidied is an action word, a verb, so the mess is an object. Sentence number 4 is they shared the work equally. They shared the work equally. Here in this sentence, work is an object. Sentence number 5 is they tidied the whole house. They tidied the whole house. Okay, dear grade 7 students, think about it. Is it an object or a complement? Here is a verb tidied, which is an action word, so the whole house is an object. Sentence number 6 is the house was beautiful. House was beautiful. Here in this sentence there is no any action, so beautiful is an adjective which is acting as a complement here. Sentence number 7 is they took a bus to the airport. They took a bus. Here in this sentence a bus is an object. Sentence number 8 is Aunt Nida's plane was late. Grade 7 students, think about it. Is it an object or a complement? Aunt Nida's plane was. There is no any action word here, but was is acting as helping verb or verb to be here. So late is a complement. Have you done this exercise? Good. Now it's time to note down your diary. Please open your diary, write down date if you haven't written it yet. Subject is English and your homework is Students Book page number 27, question 3 and 4 of 1B on your English homework notebook. Please come to page number 27. Grade 7 students, we have done some questions from these question answers and some are left for you to do yourself. Question number 3 and 4 from 1B are left. You have to do these questions in your homework notebook. Question number 3 is, do you think that males and females should share household tasks equally? Why? आपने ये बताना है कि क्या मेल और फीमेल सबको अपने घर के कामों को इक्वली शेयर करना चाहिए और साथ में अपने अपने आंसर की रीज़न भी देनी है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 इज़, डू यू थिंक द सम हाउसहोल्ड जॉब्स आर मोर suitable for male to do? Which jobs are these? You can easily answer to this question. Think about it. Watch out in your house that what tasks are more suitable for male, and give this answer. Next homework is from workbook. You have to do page number 16 of your workbook, which is about the sentence structure, subject, verb and object, and the complements. This is not very difficult for you to do. This is the end of today's lesson. Good luck grade 7. Allah Hafiz.